I can see on the monitor is BC Camplight and his band in Studio SO3. Brian, your album, The Last Rotation of Earth, comes out tomorrow.
Yes, please buy it.
I will.
Not you.
Oh, no, I will. I will definitely buy it.
No, just people. So I don't, I never cared about charting or any of that stuff in my entire career. And then somebody from the label a few days ago was like, you know what, this actually might be a bit of a chart hit. And now I'm obsessed with it.
Well, it's long overdue, mate, and I mean it when I say that. Oh, we've always loved your work, just like we say, going back maybe 15 years or so, and we've been with you as well on this mad journey that you've had, and all of the knocks that you've had over the few years. And I have to say, I mean, you handle it remarkably well from where I can see, anyway. No. And you've got this
not in private, mate.
Sorry,
not in private.
Not in private.
I'm
no.
constantly breaking down.
Okay, well, I know it has been a struggle for you. I cannot make light of that. But your sense of humour must help you get through it. It's a gallows humour quite often, isn't it? But your lyrics are funny. You are a funny guy, and surely that must be a bit of a prop for you.
Well, I don't know. If you don't laugh, then your landlord shows up and repossesses all your stuff, or whatever the saying is. But can I just say, on a serious note, that you have no idea how many people, when I said I was coming on tonight, first of all, this is a really special occasion because this is the last time I'm going to see you on this slot, and so many bands that you've championed over the years have texted me and emailed me and said, oh my God, please send my thanks to Mark. And the lovely Jessica from the band Penis is actually here tonight to say her thanks, because you've helped her as well. So thank you from all of us. I don't know what to say. I feel like I should have brought you a Cadillac or something.
Oh, mate, I mean, to be fair and honest, you brought Michelle some flowers and me some plonk, and we're very, very grateful for that. And like I say, I mean, everything that you've done for us over the years, it should be the other way round, but I appreciate what you're saying very much, mate, and all of the people who got in touch with you. That's very good of you. So, just back on track then. So, yeah, you recorded the album in Liverpool. How come?
It's cheaper.
Right.
What else you got?
What else you got? So I was following you. I do follow you on Twitter, and we have back and forth as well on text and stuff.
Yeah.
And in essence, you were for a while kind of homeless and looking for somewhere to sleep, and you ended up in a hotel, which seemed to give you a lot of kind of material for the album as you were making it.
Yeah. So this is like a breakup record, I guess. My fiance of my partner of 9 years and fiance, we split up, and I ended up doing this record while I was living in this really shoddy Liverpool hotel. It was sort of like a hotel from a decade that didn't exist. It had like burgundy shining carpets from the late 70s and like Live, Laugh, Love stuff from 2010.
Right.
And like decor from like the future. I'm not really sure what was going on, but I wrote the next song we're going to play in that hotel, and it's going to probably make me a household name.
I hope so. You're talking about kicking up a fuss, and we're not going to get to that just yet. But I also saw on... it was great to see it, actually, on Twitter, which is your tool of choice that I can see anyway. Mm-hmm. You would be saying, OK, is there any flautists in Liverpool? I need one. Does anybody know anybody who can play the trombone in Liverpool? So it seemed like you were kind of making it up as you were going along.
It's life, innit? That's what I do.
Right.
Planning is for people that plan things.
And you don't do that?
No. Okay. Well, yeah. I'm 43 and just starting to become like D-level successful after playing music for 20 years. You don't do that planning, Mike.
Yeah, no. Well, a household name. You said it a moment ago, and that's the way it's heading. Obviously, I mean, even Elton John's a fan, isn't he?
Yeah, he used to hate me.
How do you know that?
Because my I'm paraphrasing, but my radio plugger says. He hates you. And I said, okay, well, fair enough. And I went home. And I was
hello, Mig.
But yeah, so he got a hold of us on the last single, and he said, I'm a big fan of this. And it blew my mind.
It's good of him to admit he was wrong for all these years, because he's Elton John. So
it takes a big man to admit you like BC Camplight.
Absolutely. And so, I know that you went through all of the citizenship kind of stuff and deportation blues and all that, but I mean, I think you should be made an honorary UK citizen if such a thing should exist, because you mentioned Homes Under the Hammer and Dickinson's Real Deal in songs, so I think really you should be at least awarded that, don't you?
Yeah, I think that should be on the test, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Suella, if you're listening.
I'll put a word in for you.
Yeah.
Through all of this, were you ever tempted to go back and live in the USA?
No. God, no.
Right.
I mean, no.
Right.
Yeah, I burnt every bridge in America, and like 3/4 of them here. But there was like 25% of the bridges left here in this country, and I'm making the most of it now. I'm trying to give back and all that stuff, and make the most of this opportunity with this record, which is going surprisingly well. I'm waiting for everything to implode.
No, it won't, mate. It won't. Everybody's keeping everything crossed for you. And you work, apart from all that, apart from just delivering a truly, truly wonderful record, you're working so hard. I mean, so you're playing. I've got some of the dates here. I can't go through them all now. We'll have to do this in stages because you've got basically what amounts to 3 tours, haven't you? You've got the kind of the record stores, you've got the solo tour, and you've got the big band tour as well towards the end of the year. But imminently, the 18th of May, Kingston upon Thames, Prism, the 22nd, Bullingdon in Oxford, the 25th at Worcester Drummond's Bar, the 27th, Newport Public Space, the 29th of May, Cambridge Portland Arms, the 30th, Leicester Firebug, the 3rd of June, Scunthorpe Cafe Independent, the 7th, Galashiels Mac Arts, the 8th, Aberdeen Tunnels, the 9th of June, Inverness Tooth and Claw, the 10th of June, Dundee Beat Generator Live, into August then, the 25th, Edinburgh Summer Hall, and to November then, which is the last leg of the tour I mentioned, you're playing Glasgow, Newcastle, Leeds, Bristol, Birmingham, Manchester, Exeter Phoenix, Brighton Chalk, London O2 Shepherd's Bush Empire. That's been a long time coming. Finishing off on the 24th of November at Rock City in Nottingham.
Yeah, and thanks for not reading all of them, mate.
Yeah, and I will try and make as many of them, and you will get a restraining order on me before too long.
No worries. Yeah. Tomorrow it starts the record store tour. Because again, I'm obsessed with charting. So I'll be in the at Rough Trade in London tomorrow, and that's the start of the record store tour. Just me and a piano.
Right, okay. All right then. So again, we'll try and get those dates and read them out later for you. So just to add them all. So what 3 songs are you going to do for us, and in what order, please?
We're going to start with Kicking Up a Fuss.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go a bit old school for the fan that was with me 7 years ago. You Should Have Gone to School. And then end with a new sad one called She's Gone Cold.
Okay, fabulous. All right, well, BC Camplight live in session.